when they start to use that language, like how can you not keep doing it? How can you not keep having those conversations and building that community piece?
Times 6, and then that was 12.
Our goal together is how can the kids look at the numbers? How can they look at the numbers and see the relationships between numbers? How can they look for patterns? So it's really teaching them to zoom in on the numbers and first look at the numbers and then think about what then strategy can I apply to develop my mental math skills. And that's something that we talk about together. How can I look at these numbers and think about a way to combine them in my brain so that I can use an efficient strategy, so that I can organize my thinking, so that I can communicate my learning with the rest of my classmates.
Oh my goodness, we're noticing so many patterns. This is so amazing. Okay, what do you see?
I think number talks are a really valuable part of a math workshop structure because number talks really put the children at the center of the learning. They are the ones who are putting the ideas, who are putting the strategies forward for all your other mathematicians in the class. From that, each child takes a different piece away from them and they construct their meaning in their own way. And so it really, I think, empowers the children that they are mathematicians, empowers them in the way that they recognize and really feel that their thinking is important and their thinking is valued in the community. It puts them in the role as teachers. They're teaching each other. I am the recorder, I am the facilitator. I might nudge a big idea forward, but they're the ones who are showing efficient ways and to look at numbers and to take numbers apart and combine them. And it really shows the kids that math can also be creative. Math does not have to be one way. Math can be many ways of thinking. It can be looking for creative and flexible ways to combine and decompose numbers. And so I think it allows an opportunity for the children to find where they connect to the math. So when you're hearing 5 or 6 different strategies, everybody can see their own learning reflected somewhere in it, and they take something away from that conversation. Number talks for children may be something new. Some might be familiar with it, and even as a teacher, it could be something new that you're trying. And I think we have such an important role to model our own thinking, but to be okay with also being uncomfortable. It's a conversation, it's digging deep into our thinking. Sometimes it is messy, and learning that messy is okay. That's how we learn. And so, you know, when we start the year, there's a lot of conversations around how do we communicate our thinking to one another, about mindset and how it's important that even if we're sharing something, I might not know the answer, I might not know all of it, but I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to share. And so establishing that community of mathematicians is so important so that everybody really knows that their voice is so important, that everyone's thinking, everyone's voice is valued, that we as the math community want to intently listen and hear what they're sharing because it could be something that I might learn from or my peers might learn from. So in the beginning, sometimes there are some hiccups and some road bumps, and it does take the children some time to be comfortable sharing and be comfortable knowing that I might make a mistake or I might not know, and starting to really have conversations. Well, if you don't know, it's okay to lean on one another. It's okay to ask for help. We're really here to support each other. And so I think it evolves over time like anything. The children's confidence grows, your community grows closer together, and they know that it's okay. It's a time to maybe be vulnerable, to take risks, to share, and learn from one another.
Yeah. Give me thumbs up if you agree yes, doubling. Okay, I see lots of thumbs. So you're going to say this is doubling. Now, where we're changing our thinking is...
My journey with Number Talks has been an interesting one. I definitely would not consider myself a proficient mathematician. It is definitely outside my comfort zone. But I know that as a teacher, I ask my children to take risks all the time. I ask them to persevere and I ask them to try new things. So I have to do that too.
What an interesting way to look at numbers. I love how we can like really think of numbers flexibly. How we
I
can
once
kind
made a
of break
comment
them
to the
apart.
kids about something to do with real mathematicians, and they looked at me and they said, Mrs. Watson, we are real mathematicians.